So everyone clears out. We're playing pool, and all of a sudden, college kids pour in, absolutely pour in.
They must have got bust in.
Yes, bust. And all of a sudden, it's coincidentally a beer pong tournament. Long story short, we're at the table. We're crushing it. We make it to the finals.
Shake it up.
Yeah. The Martini boys. The Martini boys. Pour yourself a drink.
How's it going, brother boy?
Wow.
Whoa.
It's going
Doing
pretty good.
swell.
It's going pretty good.
That's a new one for me, brother boy. I don't
Brother
know where
boy.
that. I don't know where that came from.
I think you just, when you feel it, you feel it.
I just feel it, and I felt it. Cheers. We'll see you next week. What's going on, everybody? We are here back, doing our thing, recovering after quite the weekend.
That's
Let's
a good
talk
way to
about
put
it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were gone for my brother's bachelor party, and I think collectively through the 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night, I must have got like 10 hours of sleep total at most.
More than me.
The second night, no way, you slept
Well,
more
no,
than me.
You're right. I also
The second night, I think I
nap.
slept for like 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we just we had a good time. We sent it with the boys. We had a good group of guys and celebrated Miguel's bachelorhood as he gets married in a couple months.
The hood of bacheloring.
So we had a good time. But yeah, it's. I was telling Alex earlier this week. I was grilling last night. I was like, oh, I could go for like I could make a drink or something. And I was like, nah, I need some water. I can't drink yet. So this is the first drink since the weekend.
Yes.
It is only
Tuesday. To be
Taco
fair, though, Sunday we didn't drink either, so we're at like 3 days.
The consumption of beer over the weekend was insane.
You said it. You couldn't have said it better on our way back. You were like, once a year is when I just absolutely crush like Coors Lights or what's the other one?
Bud Lights or Modelo. Oh, what do we have? Miller Lights.
Yeah, Miller Lights.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah.
We, for myself, I don't drink much beer that often, and I know you're kind of you've stepped away from it as we stick to clear. But
Yeah.
once a year, I can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. And somehow we devour way too many Jello shots.
Oh my god, dude!
And
That's
we always
probably what
get
did it.
surprised. Yeah. We
All
get
the sugar.
surprise bombed. All that sugar.
All that sugar.
We get bombed by McGillicuddy's.
Yeah.
We got one of our buddies that's in the group, typically when we do these kind of things. He comes around with endless McGillicuddy shots. That or Jaeger, and it's just...
So we had Jello shots, which were fantastic. We had worms and dirt shots, which were really great. It was basically a little Jello shot full of pudding, but it also had chocolate Baileys in it with crushed Oreos on top and a little gummy worm sticking out with like a tiny little spoon, like a gelato spoon. They were really good. We had a lot of beer. I won't say how many, but somewhere between 8 and 10 30 racks. I think over the 2 days.
3 to 4 empty boxes full of cans.
Alex and I went to the transfer station to drop off the trash in the morning, and the lady's like, "Oh, great, you separated it." I was like, "Yeah, we totally did that on purpose." No, we're just on the deck, and whenever we had an empty, we threw it in the box, and they just piled up and piled up and piled up. So
She was like, "You're so good."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right."
she was into it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, anything for you."
All right.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We drank a lot. We played golf. Alex, the last time I played golf with you was, I don't know. Have we ever played golf together?
Once.
Maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. And that's probably the last time you golfed. And for me, I'm like a once a year type of guy.
Yeah.
I did golf once earlier this year, but it was a lot of fun actually. And you played really well for a once every 5 or 6 years type of guy.
Yeah, I impressed myself. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
My first drive for sure too.
I know.
When I walked up to the first hole, it was like, boom.
Everyone was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, I know. I definitely thought I was gonna be absolute garbage, but
And that's what makes golf suck.
right.
And it's not, and you don't always play well. Obviously,
No.
it's golf. It's a really hard sport, and that's why I've kind of stepped back from it the last few years. And I'll go out once a year with my brother and my dad or my family or whatever. But it's frustrating when you don't hit the ball the way you want to hit it. And for me, like I just love smashing it. And I think what worked for you was you weren't trying to kill it.
No.
And so you hit it straight every time, which great for you. And I had my first eagle, so that was fun.
Hell yeah.
On a blind par 5 dog leg right, sort of, maybe a slight right, but we're up on this hill, probably 240 yards away. And we're like, where's the hole? Because it's down this hill. We can't see it at this point. And I look in the golf cart at the map, and it's like, all right, go straight and then down to the right a little bit. So I just blindly smash this ball, and we get up over the corner, and I think it was you were still hitting. I saw Pangy's ball. I saw Mike's ball, and then I was like, I destroyed that. Like, where'd it go? I'm like, wait a second. Is that a ball next to the hole? And sure enough, like 3 feet from the cup, my ball was sitting there, and luckily I made it in. So my first eagle.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. We all did pretty well, I think.
I want to expose ourselves where we were. But
it was awesome.
it was honestly like the most beautiful course, and the technology was unreal.
We'll give you a hint. It's the only Jack Nicklaus course in New England.
That's right. Yeah. As you said,
Do your research.
yeah, as Matt said, looking at the cart, they have a satellite that tracks where you are, tracks the slopes, tracks the wind, the weather.
It was top notch.
It was top notch.
You got what you paid for.
And we paid for it. We did, but totally worth
It
it.
was fun. So that was the first day. There was 9 of us total. We stopped at a grocery store on the way to the Airbnb and got stuff to make subs. So we went back to the house, smashed some sandwiches. I got all the boys to rally. Everybody was kind of, it's a long day.
Hi.
We played 18 holes. It's a long day on the golf course, and we all baking in the sun. I got sunburnt a little bit, but after that, 330 racks went down like butter.
It was a lot. I mentioned it, I think, the next day to you, but we told a story, probably one of the first episodes we ever released, how this whole podcast kind of formed and became a real thing, and we had a just binge drinking night, and that was pretty close. I mean, we hit that hot tub, and we were doing the Jello shots, and
It was awesome. We had a good
it was
time.
awesome. Yeah.
Lots of beer pong, lots of cornhole.
I was so off, though. The beer pong?
You know
I was
what?
so off.
I was gonna say when we were golfing too, like putting was really hard for our group this time. I don't know why. The greens were very fast, but Mike had one very good putt. Other than that, I didn't see any outstanding putts. Pangy missed a lot. We all missed a lot, really, but they were quick and tricky. But and then between that and the beer pong, we just we were off this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
You and Chris usually crush it, and
Oh, yeah.
it took a long time to finish one game that I was versing you guys.
Yeah. I have a quick story with that beer pong. I may have brought it up, but you're going to hear it again. One night, Pangy and I got together. This was years ago. And we went to this bar that was recommended to me. Pangy asked me if I ever had been there before. It was close to where I was living at the time. You'll know it. And we walked in to play like darts or pool. And it's like a mini, I always forget that, like not a fair, but when you're selling stuff like with tents and...
Like a craft fair? Or,
sorta.
Flea market?
Flea market, there you go. But it was indoors in this bar. So all the pool tables, which we wanted to use, were covered with like a cloth, and everyone had their stations set up. So I was like, oh, great. So we like squeezed to the back. We had like one dartboard to use. Thankfully, by like 6 o'clock, they left. So it's an Irish place, Irish name. So I think you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
So then we're like, oh, all right, thank God. So everyone clears out. We're playing pool, and all of a sudden, college kids pour in, absolutely pour in.
They must have got bust in.
Yes, bust. And all of a sudden, it's coincidentally a beer pong tournament. Long story short, we're at the table. We're crushing it. We make it to the finals, and it's us against these two bros, and it was close. I think we had it was like one. Pangy, quote me on this or correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was one cup versus one cup
At the end?
Yeah, and we were so close. We were there. It was a weeknight. We called out the next day because we were pretty drunk at that point. But it was
It must
awesome.
have taken a lot of games to get to the finals.
Yeah, dude. So there were three or four tables set up, and I believe it was about 20 groups.
Damn.
20 to 24 groups. We were there for like 2-3 hours for
Yeah.
sure. But it was quick. I mean, some people were just sinking, and we were doing the same thing. And you got people that try it, and they're just doing it for fun. But yeah, so the moral of the story there is Pinge and I typically do well together. Not this weekend. So
Yeah.
props to you.
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon.
Shake it up.
Take it up.
Yeah, but it was awesome. We had this big deck where we had cornhole going most of the day, and I think we started playing beer pong up there. But when it got dark, the mosquitoes came out, and the bugs and all that, and the bears. So we took this huge table and moved it downstairs to the screen room, where there was a hot tub and a sauna. So for most of the night, people were kind of hopping in the hot tub and playing beer pong, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Sauna was cool.
Sauna was great. Yeah, and so was the hot tub. Even though for some reason it was becoming a Super Soaker 5000 for some reason.
When the water got really low because it was full of like 6 dudes, the water's overflowing, all this stuff, and it got low, probably like a good 5 or 6 inches below where it's supposed to be. And someone turned the jets on, and it just it shot across the room and hit the windows.
Dude,
Mike had to duck out of the way, and it blasted this bench and the sliding windows. It was crazy.
it was so powerful.
It was like a super soaker, like you said.
Yeah. I could not stop laughing, dude. And the stuff being being transferred onto the TVs. Someone, I think, in one of these areas in the community, if you will, that we were in, was messing with us because at one point we had a smart TV and someone's phone connected, and so we saw their home screen.
It was mirroring.
Yeah.
And they were creating an account of some sort.
It
was weird.
So weird, dude.
All of a sudden someone's phone was up there and it was scrolling, and someone was they were putting in their birth date and stuff like that. I think they were making an account of some sort, but we were let's turn this off.
It was weird. It was weird.
But all in all, it was an awesome weekend.
Awesome weekend.
Came home and napped for 3 hours, which, I mean, I could have just stayed asleep. I should have, but I got up, made dinner, went back to bed.
Sounds like
But
pretty
as
much
you said,
my night.
I mean, we've been recovering for a few days and right back at it, baby.
Hey, this went down very nicely.
Dude, so explain the science.
The science.
We
The
skipped
science.
right over the Bill Nye the Science Guy part.
I know. But yeah, the science is just Tito's soda. It's Tito's vodka, obviously. We've been getting polar seltzers a lot, and Lexi's been picking up flavored ones. Sometimes they have spring, and they have summer editions.
So what is this one?
This one's a watermelon, cream.
Which
cream
sounds
watermelon.
weird, but it's so good.
It is. It's very smooth. It's
delicious.
And obviously a
when I
lime.
tried it, I was like, "Ooh, that's good."
And a nice big fat wedgie.
Nice big
Just
fat
for Matt.
wedge.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I like my wedges of lime. Don't give me that sliced crap. I'll send it right back.
Exactly.
Alex says, I got big wedges for you tonight. I said, let's go.
Yeah, what do they do with the thin ones? Don't they dry it out for decor or something? It's dried out. Usually
Even
it's
just
a
the
lemon
thin
peel.
slices.
Yeah.
I said, we went out a few weeks ago, and I think I just pushed it against the edge of my glass with a fork and just squeezed it. Because I like the wedge because you can squeeze it and squeeze lime juice in it. That's
Right.
why I like having a lime. It's
Right.
not just for being pretty and whatever. I like the flavor of it.
Yeah.
So when they give me something I can't squeeze, that's when I have a problem.
Yeah. From our last episode, we were talking about all sorts of martinis. So straight up with a twist, it's usually the lemon rind or the lime rind that's twisted, but there's nothing on it. So you want actual.
Does it give you any
Product.
flavor with that?
It's all.
It's just a.
I think. Well,
a
so have you had lemon
garnish?
zest?
Yeah.
You so the skin itself is pretty strong,
Yeah.
pretty fragrant. This is kind of going deep into this, but
well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say for not a barologist, a mixologist, they'll say what you put in as garnish, it does something. Again, some people just give me a friggin' drink, but if you go to those really fancy places or you go to a speakeasy, it has to do with the nose because usually what you can smell is what you'll start to taste. So when you're going and you're sipping it, whatever they put in it, whether it's a smoky thing, it's rosemary, whatever, it's
That makes
supposed to help.
sense.
So that's what the whole twist is.
For
is
me, I just squeeze the hell out of it and
Yeah.
drop it in there. I'm just do your thing, lime.
exactly
You
do
never
it.
let me down.
Squeeze it, baby.
But some people squeeze it and take it out. Some people don't even bother with it. Maybe they just like to smell it. But give me the whole lime experience.
Give it to me. I'll admit I'm into it. The whole mixology thing, like example Vegas and stuff. You know, I like the presentation. I know you pay for it and stuff, but like it's pretty cool. I like watching them do it. But I'm also like, if we're just hanging out, it's the bros, it's the boys' night. Like I don't want that. I just want give me like you said, give me a drink, give me it straight up, whatever.
Give me 30 cores.
Yeah, exactly. Shotgun it.
Oh, that was another thing. We did a handful of shotguns, and there was one where I was like, I'm good. Like I think it was just after I napped. You just came up, and I was up for a little bit before you. And Schmidt was like, let's shotgun. And I was like, count me out. Like my body's really warm right now. Like I don't know. Like I'm just like adjusting to something. And you came out and you're like, all right, let's do it. And I was like, well, if he's doing it, I'm going to do it too. So sure enough, this is like our 4th or 5th shotgun of the day. And
I did have a monster.
chugging beers.
I did have a monster, a sugar-free monster, which helped. But
Yep.
I'm not 23 anymore, guys.
Yeah.
Getting near 33. But yeah, lots of fun, lots of games. And speaking of games,
Oh boy.
I don't have a game, but we're going to talk about games. The Olympics, baby.
Let's go USA.
Let's go. We're looking good. Do you typically watch the Olympics?
It depends. I mean, I don't really watch a ton of TV. Like I watch Netflix and stuff like that. The only reason
Same.
I watch TV usually is for like the Bruins. But
Same.
lately I've been putting it on just to have something on in the background. And this year they have surfing, which is awesome. Skateboarding's always good. It's a couple of my favorites, anyways. The even like the synchronized diving and stuff is really cool. Just like how crazy good they are.
Oh, it's unreal.
But
It takes. I can't even imagine. Like I really haven't watched Olympics through. I'll watch highlights, but
yeah,
I agree with you. It's to make your body fall at the same speed and rate as the second person next to you.
the crazy flips and spins. Yeah. But so surfing, I think it's the only game in a different country. It's 7,000 miles away from France. Excuse me.
Oh, it's Tahiti.
It's in Tahiti, which is French Polynesian technically.
Yes.
So it is a French territory. Lucky them. But they're I think the semifinals and finals are on tonight. So if you're watching this, it's last week. But
Yeah.
I'm into it. I like the surfing part. It's not on till like 9 or something. So I'll watch like a little bit and go to bed probably. But skateboarding's good.
Yeah, skateboarding's great.
I haven't been watching too much, but I've been paying attention to how many medals groups have, and more specifically, what place the U.S. is in terms of medals. And I think right now they're in 5th or 6th.
Well, we do
overall.
have those rankings.
Let's see it.
Let's see them.
hear 'em.
Let's see them. Thanks to Matt.
Comment below what country you're rooting for. Maybe you're from that country. Maybe you're from the UK and you're rooting for them, or you're from Ireland, you're rooting for them. Spain, Portugal, all these countries. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot more. But I saw a lot of people with no medals were tied for 35th place. I'm not sure how many there are total, but
We'll look.
yeah.
Well, so starting in 2020 when they were in Japan, they added 4 new sports. And that includes skateboarding,
Yep.
sport climbing, and surfing. So the 4th one is breakdancing. Breakdancing, which they're calling breaking, is brand new this year,
Dude,
and it's so weird.
Did we see someone doing
Yeah,
that?
he was doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, we saw that. Okay, so I was like, I wasn't sure if it was like part of the gymnastic stuff, but this dude was breakdancing.
Yeah, and because it's floor, and like the basics of floor is if you're not doing moves, you have to do some sort of dance or movement. So they'll be doing these crazy hip hop kind of breakdancing on their heads. And then if they're standing, they need to do some sort of like move, and I don't know, it's weird to me.
It was wild. We saw some of it,
We did,
but I'm stoked that skateboarding and surfing made it. Those are a couple of my favorites for sure.
yeah. There's 32 different categories of sports, so
Damn.
it's a lot. Lots going on. So currently, Japan is in the lead. They got let's see. Oh, so this is out of order. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess this is what I was talking about. See how it's 26?
Yeah, but that's gold, silver, and bronze.
So
if
total.
they have bronze and they have a lot of them, they're not in first.
Okay, got it. All right, that makes sense. So Japan has 7 gold medals at the moment. China, Australia follows. They're tied at 6. We got France with 5 and Korea tied up at 5, and we come in at 6th place. We currently hold 4 gold medals, 11 silver, 11 bronze, with a total of 26. So
that's a lot of medals, at least.
There's a lot of
podiums. I know we mentioned it earlier today when we were texting, but Nyjah Houston didn't do as everyone had hoped. I don't know if he did well, and they didn't. I didn't see it, so I don't know if he did well and they didn't give him good scores, or if he. From what I saw on his social medias, he was bummed that he got bronze, and I think that's just the level he performed at.
Yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with this kind of stuff, but people have been commenting and stuff online saying that the other 2 skaters or teams, I think it was skaters though, that had gotten silver, they felt they didn't deserve to get silver compared to Nyjah, because
Really?
Nyjah is, him.
He's the best, dude.
phenomenal.
He's
I
the
think he's
best.
the best, and he got bronze, and he posted about it. He
has gold medals in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Although this is the first year they've had skateboarding, right? But
for Olympics,
for X Games, he's many championships.
Oh, dude, he's
I
loaded.
think he's the only skateboarder fully endorsed by Nike, which is huge. Like
Nike
even
Monster.
Scheckler, he's got Etnies and stuff like that. But yeah, he's 100% Nike, and I don't think Nike sponsors any other skateboarders.
No, he rocks Nike, and he's always wearing the Monster hat,
Yeah,
Monster Energy. Yeah, I think they're very, very, very particular. They're very strict, and
which they should be. I mean, it's the Olympics; it's the top of the top, the
Yeah.
best of the best.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know what happened, but I know I think he's from Jamaica as a kid, but he moved to the States when he was 2 or 3. So he represents the U.S. He's always talking about, I'm so stoked to be representing my country, the United States. I'm going to give it my best and all this. So it's he's a cool guy. He's one of the best skateboarders in the world, and stuff happens. Everyone has their good days and their bad days.
They do, man. Yeah, he said he made a post. He said it pretty well. See if I can find it here. If I can't, I can't. Probably won't be able to see it now. Basically, he was saying, he's proud of his country. He's been loving representing USA, and although he was a little bummed out and down on himself, he still won a medal.
Yeah,
and
you're still on the podium at the
Right,
Olympics
right.
with the best of the best in the world. And
Right.
Nyjah is awesome, but kids are getting so good
Yeah.
at such a young age that for him to I think he's our age, somewhere around 30.
Yeah.
28, 29,
Yeah.
30, somewhere in that range. It's to still be at the top of your game at that age in the Olympics. Like I said, I mean, kids are 15, 16, 17, and they're the best.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
insane how young and how talented some of these people are.
It is crazy.
So I'm still, proud that he got on the podium.
And he also had a pretty major surgery, right? Didn't he do a crazy knee or
Probably. He's always
tore his TLC? No, that's a
Central
band.
Eleven
That's a
Care.
band. Yeah, no, TLC. What the hell is it called?
ACL,
ACL.
TCL.
Yeah. I think he did. He had a pretty bad surgery because
Yeah.
he couldn't skate for a while.
Yeah, that's part of the game. And I always say this, pros are pros because they know how to fall. You can try
Right.
anything if you know how to run out of it or roll out of it and fall out of it. It's not just your average Joe like myself will go up and try a trick and just destroy my ankle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they can try anything because they know how to fall. But
I know.
he gave it his best, I'm sure. So
Yeah, if you're watching only Olympics, take that bronze because that's still a huge accomplishment. Get online, go to YouTube, and look at him on X Games, Do Tour. Dude is phenomenal.
He's awesome.
Look at his own videos, the own mashups that he makes. His street, he's amazing at street.
oh yeah, it's always
Watched
Meek
him.
Mill
Oh,
in the
it's
soundtrack.
It's so good, man.
It's epic.
Yeah, those filmers, the guys on the skateboard following them,
Yeah.
they deserve raises all the time. They just always get it so right. Lexi is obsessed with the Olympics, but gymnasts specifically.
The gymnastic stuff is cool.
Yes.
And especially, Simone Biles, who has her own flip named after her because she's the only gymnast that can do it. It's insane.
Monster.
Dude,
Monster.
she's a beast. and the best way. I mean, she is out there giving, like, she's representing America at the toppest of tiers.
And in addition to that, she's like basically competing against herself, which I think is a wild thing. She's just so good that.
Well, she has so many like world records that she's trying to beat, right? So
right.
Is that what you mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah, but like, it's like no one else compares really.
Right.
It's like beginning match of Rocket League, FF forfeit now.
I guess I didn't see it, but I heard in one of her qualifying runs, she like tripped and fell and like jokingly crawled out of it, which I heard was pretty funny. She's got such a good personality and she's such a good sport, but she's the best of the best. It's crazy.
She really is.
It's like Michael Phelps in swimming or Shaun White in snowboarding. That's the standard.
Yeah. I found out earlier today because Lexi was watching it. She's married, but she's married to...
I looked this up today.
Yeah.
Football
player. Yep. He was on the Green Bay Packers last year, and he was traded over to the Bears.
Yep.
He's on the Bears. So
I looked up the same thing today.
That's so funny. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, not that
I didn't
she
know
was
she was
married.
married.
That's what I thought. She was like, well, she is 27. And I mean, that's a normal age, but I don't know.
And it's cool that she's married to like another athlete. Because imagine like not being an athlete and being married to her.
Oh, the grind of practice.
People wouldn't understand.
No.
I don't think.
No. It's like, sorry, babe, I gotta like putting in like 6 hours tonight, and they probably both understand each other, so they'll never question it. It's hard work, man. Professional athlete. Go over a couple more of these highlights here. Obviously, Simone is a godly or goddess, I should say, goddess of a gymnast. But so gymnastics for the male gymnastics, I guess they won a bronze medal, and it's the first medal since 2008. So that's kind of cool. I don't really
gymnastics?
watch. Yeah, male gymnastics.
They got bronze?
Yeah, so they made medal.
Who got silver and gold, does it say?
Let's look.
I know the women's synchronized diving, we watched a little bit of it up over the weekend. There was these two girls, Cook, or no, I think it was Bacon and Cook. So it always showed like Bacon, Cook up next or whatever. I thought it was kind of funny, but they were killing it, dude. They're spectacular.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They are amazing. So we have, I'll do the top 5 because there's so many. So we are top right now for artistic gymnastics.
For men's? Or no, for I thought you
for
said
men's.
Men's were bronze.
Yeah, so we have 1 gold and 1 bronze.
Okay.
So we rank at 2 total. Japan, they have 1 gold at 1. So everyone else basically ties of total amounts. But Japan has 1 gold, China has 1 silver, Italy has 1 silver, and Brazil has 1 bronze. So we are ranked number 1 for 2 medals, with 1 being gold.
So one thing that might be fun to look up is men's basketball, because
Steph Curry's on it, right?
It's always the USA destroying everybody, because the NBA is the best of the best. That's where everybody goes to play the best basketball, and they might go up against like Czechoslovakia or Chechnya or like Hungary or something, but they always blow everybody out of the water because it's the best of the best here.
Let's see, man.
See if they have any games, any score reports.
Wow. So as of right now, for both men and women basketball, no medals have been won.
For the U.S.?
Anything.
What?
No medals won.
That's got to be wrong.
You think so?
Yeah. USA destroys everybody in basketball.
Let's see. Should I just put USA?
Yeah, USA men's basketball or something, and see if there's any score reports. I don't know. Maybe that's like a tournament thing.
0.
Who has?
These are swimming, fencing. Yeah, basketball at the moment's none.
Look up basketball standings Olympics and see what countries are beating the USA. I find that hard to believe because usually they blow everybody out of the water.
Basketball men's?
Sure. Men's
standings.
Yeah.
Olympics. I don't know. All right. So that's looking different to you? Group A.
Oh, Group A, Group B. Where's the U.S.?
Let's see. U.S., we are in Group C, country.
And
so
what
GP
place?
is gold prize?
That's
what is it?
played.
Oh, games played. 1. 2 points, 1 win. So
maybe they just haven't played enough games to like get medals yet.
yeah, let us know because I don't watch the Olympics really at all. Because Google is like
Awful.
right there. No, they're right on
I'm
it.
just joking.
No, I know. I hate you, Google.
Google doesn't know anything.
Because the stats are live. Like even games that are going on, it's like you can see like
I
the
know.
little bar.
I just thought in previous
I'm sure we'll
Olympics-
be there. Maybe it just started because what is it, day 5 now? I think
What
we're
about,
like,
like
day
20,
5.
what if you look up like 2020 Summer
Let's do
Olympics
it.
men's basketball or something and see?
Let's do it. 2020.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, it does come up. So first was United States.
There we go.
Second, Japan.
Really?
Third, France. Yeah. Let's see. a
Does it
men's
show any
tournament.
scores or any games?
Let's look.
That's the funny part because it's always like 112 to like 64.
Final ranking. Here we go. All right, so the United States played 6. They won 5, lost 1.
Wow.
France, they played 6, tied. They tied with us. They won 5, lost 1.
I want to know a score. Give me a basketball game score.
I think it's different.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The U.S. always dominates in basketball, and I could give 2 craps because I can't stand basketball, but I just know that they historically destroy everybody.
I'm going to use one more different term, and if I can't find it, then we'll move on here. But men's basketball USA Olympics ranking.
It's not going to show scores, though. It's going to show a ranking.
It looks like there's only one medal for this, though, because it says that the men's national basketball team of the United States won the gold medal at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
Maybe it's a newer sport. Maybe it wasn't in
Probably.
the Olympics until 2020, which would be weird, but
Right.
I wouldn't put it past them.
I think, I don't know.
Anyways.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. What do know?
I think in basketball, at least, it's whoever's in first place determining, and I could be completely wrong, and I'm pulling this out of my ass, but if you win enough or the most, you're ranked or you're placing gold medal. So you're in first place with gold medal, second place silver, third place bronze. I don't think it's you play basketball winning multiple medals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. What do you
Tell
know?
me. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, it's been nuts. It's been nuts. It's been on all day in the house. It's all night in the house.
I mean, when I got home the other day, Sunday after you dropped me off, we put on like equestrian racing.
Yeah.
Boring as hell, but I was like, this is what I need right now. I lay down on the couch and watch these horses run across this pontoon bridge, jump over some shit.
Oh yeah.
and run around. They're
Yeah.
like, wow, this is the first time that Chris Young has ever won this for the Great Britain. I'm like, crickets.
Crickets. I know.
It's but I mean, it's cool. It's
Let me look.
you said there's 32 sports or something.
32. That's what it said.
Can you give me a quick list off?
Yeah. Let's go.
I know there's like archery, there's shooting, there's well, that's the thing too, is like there's summer versus Olympics too, or summer
Right.
versus winter. Because I saw a video today of curling. I'm like, that's not right now. That's a winter sport.
We're gonna go through it. I'll make it quick. Let's get to that list.
You said earlier speed climbing. I've never heard of that. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's like rock climbing, but like
As
on
fast as
crack.
you can. Yeah. I guess just. All right. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be like our last episode
Here
of
we go.
Tongue Twister. And time. I'm just kidding. Aquatics, that includes everything water related. Archery, athletics, badminton, basketball, 3-on-3, boxing, breaking, which is breakdancing, canoe, cycling, equestrian, the horses. That was almost didn't get it. Fencing, which I think is so lame. Sorry, guys. Football, golf. I didn't know it was golf. I think I just spit on the mic.
Hello?
Golf. I
Did
didn't
you say
know.
football? Like
Football.
Like
Yeah.
like American
Soccer.
football?
Soccer. Let's see if it says soccer down here. No, so I think football meaning soccer.
Okay, I'll hold my questions till the end.
Okay, that's okay. It's like in the classroom. Class, settle down. Yeah, gymnastics, everything gymnastic related. Anything flippy, fadoogie. Yeah.
Ooh, flippy and fadoogie.
Handball, hockey, judo.
Hockey is not a summer sport. Is this all Olympics?
No, it's summer Olympic
What is it,
sports.
Like roller hockey?
It might be just indoors because there's indoor rinks.
Yeah, but why
But there
would
may
it,
be-
why would it not be in the winter?
I don't know. Let's look that up. Try and remember. and
Comment
we'll look.
below.
Yeah. Modern pentathlon.
Pentathlon.
Pentathlon, thank you. It's
Pentathlon.
hard. Pentathlon.
There you go.
Rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, and then the new ones from 2020 and 2024 is skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, table tennis, which I think is nuts.
Awesome.
It's
That's
so
kind of fun to watch.
Fast, so fast. Taekwondo, tennis, triathlon, volleyball, weightlifting, and wrestling.
That's a lot of new ones. It's hard to believe volleyball wasn't in it before, or wrestling.
These aren't
or
new.
like-
These are just today
Oh,
for
okay.
this year. No, the new ones. Sorry, the new ones were with this asterisk: skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, and breaking.
Okay.
Sorry.
One thing you mentioned earlier on that I'd love
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
is badminton.
I
Badminton in
know.
the Olympics, dude. We played at. Did you play when we
Yeah.
had at the pool party?
Banana bread at work,
work, dude?
dude?
Hell yeah, dude! It's a lot of fun, and
It is.
I'd be interested to see what that looks like at an Olympic level.
Well, you know
Because you
volleyball.
can whack it, but it's
Right.
like it accelerates for like a second, and then it's so slow.
I know.
So I'm curious to see what it looks like.
I mean, it's going to be similar to volleyball. Like, you can lob it up, but you don't want to lob it because someone can spike it. So I think it's kind of the same thing.
I wonder if you can hit it multiple times,
You might. Maybe it's twice. I have to look.
or if it's just like tennis, you got to whack it back the first time.
I think
It's
it's
not
it's
like-
only one for badminton. Yeah, you won't want to lob it because you'll hit that shuttlecock.
Oh, the what?
The what? Let's go back to hockey for a second though. So hockey, Summer Olympics. It might
Question
be
mark.
like Tahiti, like because it's a different country, so maybe they're okay. Well, I'm right but wrong. It's hockey, but it's field hockey. So that makes more sense. It's like, then why don't you just say field hockey? Just say that. Does Summer Olympics have hockey? Yeah, it's field hockey, guys.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah. Men have competed in Olympic field hockey since 1908 when London
Wow.
played host to the Summer Games. But the American men didn't participate until 1932 games in Los Angeles, where they captured their first and only Olympic medal in the sport.
So is Summer Olympics every 4 years and Winter Olympics is every 4 years?
Every two.
Every two. So every two it's summer, and then the next two is winter. The next two is summer,
Right, because Tokyo was 2020 and that was summer.
which would make it every 4 years.
For
There's a
summer,
summer, or
and-
every 4 years is a winter.
Right. So it's every 2 years.
Yeah, there's an Olympics.
Let's confirm before we summer and winter Olympics. But I'm pretty sure it's every 2 years.
Yeah, I think that's right. Which would mean winter's every 4, summer's every 4,
Right.
because every other would be summer, winter. But
Yep. Every 4, 2 years from each. Yeah.
stay tuned in 2
Stay
years.
tuned.
We'll go over the Winter Olympics.
Yeah. We'll be back in 2 years. Yeah.
Talking nonsense.
I know.
They should make beer pong a Summer Olympics.
I would go.
We should petition. What about cornhole? Cornhole's like becoming like a national sport.
Huge. Pickleball. I feel like pickleball might enter
Yeah,
it
that's a
because
good-
they have handball.
Pickleball's huge.
Handball's
yeah.
crazy.
Handball's wild. Yeah.
The hand-eye coordination for that is nuts. So little paddles, smack it off the wall. I still don't understand handball to the fullest there.
I
And
played racquetball before.
similar.
I want to say yes. It's you have to. You
Smaller,
play it off the
right?
wall
Okay.
and you play it in an enclosed room.
Okay.
It's I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know anything about handball, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought you just hit it with your hand.
You do.
You said a little paddle.
No, for racquetball. Sorry.
Oh.
For racquetball.
We were
Is
talking
that-
about handball.
Oh, okay. I thought you said racquetball.
Well, I did
My
eventually.
bad. Sorry. Yeah, handball. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but my dad said he used to play. You use your fist like this,
Oh damn!
and you hit it. You hit it on the flat part of the when your fingers like this. Let's look. Let's do this. Let's learn some stuff. Handball.
Yeah, there's some interesting ones out there. I've heard archery's cool. Shooting, that sounds pretty cool. I saw this thing. It was like the USA is not first in shooting. How is that possible?
That's
It's
nuts.
the first.
Yeah. So all right, so this has happened a couple times. It's how they word it, because handball to me, I remember my dad always said, like growing up in Queens, like we'd hit the courts and play handball, and you would use the flat part of the fist, hitting like a rubber ball.
What do they mean when they say handball?
So handball, it looks like a bit of a smaller volleyball, kind of same material. And 2 teams of 7 players pass the ball using their hands with the aim of throwing it into the goal. So it's like mini soccer.
It's like water polo, but out of the water.
Okay, yeah.
You're running around throwing it and throwing into a goal.
Right.
That's so dumb.
It's like field hockey, but with your hands in a soccer ball size or a volleyball
It's
size
literally
thing.
water polo out of the water.
And it's 2 periods, 30 minutes each. So, well,
we're gonna have to watch some more Olympics.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I said it. I don't really watch Olympics, and when I see handball, that's what I thought. So, and hockey. I mean, when you hear hockey, what are you thinking? Hockey, but it's not. It's field hockey. Fields is important.
Absolutely bonkers.
The NHL is not field hockey. We call it hockey. We don't call it anything else.
Whoever named these needs to go back to elementary school.
Yeah.
Or consult me first.
That's right.
Because I know all.
Go back to school. Well, you said elementary school. That's going back a long ways. It has come to an end.
In elementary school,
what did you have?
we all had Xbox 360s, baby.
That's right. I know a lot more about Xbox than I do Olympics. Dude, Xbox 360 store, you sent this to me. R.I.P. The end of an era. I was like,
cheers.
Oh,
Cheers to 360.
The store.
Store.
Market store.
They're no longer selling games.
Everything must come to an end. Almost 20 years.
Well, yeah, that's a long time, for a game system, too. Like, GameCube's not there. I mean, PlayStation and Xbox really are the only ones that kind of... And Nintendo made a comeback, which is awesome.
They do, yeah. Yeah, so it was the 29th or 28th, a couple days ago. It's not completely shut off yet. They don't know a specific time, but it was the last day you could purchase on your Xbox store. So a lot of fans of those games were able to download it on their new generation Xboxes, play some classics.
So Xbox 360 store, what is there now? Game Pass?
So it's Game Pass, but then the Microsoft Store. Okay. So if you don't have Game Pass is like Blockbuster for games. You pay a monthly fee. You have access to over 100 titles. They've been a lot better recently. Any Microsoft game made by Microsoft is available. So like Halo, Gears of War, they're all on there. But they've been adding some really big titles, so I think that's drawn a lot of attention.
Halo was probably the first game I played on Xbox 360, and I remember I was at my friend's house from elementary school, and he had it, and I was like, "This is crazy!" Like, my favorite part was always jumping in the cars, and maybe that's why I still love Rocket League. It's like you just drive around and smash stuff. Also, the best part of GTA.
Do you remember when you got one? Was it a Christmas present or a birthday present?
Honestly, I don't even know if I ever had an Xbox 360.
Okay.
I always had PlayStation growing up, but like my friends had Xboxes, so I remember playing at their houses and stuff. But I had PlayStation 1, 2, 3.
Same. Did you ever get the Slim one? The Slim?
I did have the Slim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those were sick.
Yeah, they were sick.
I was always a PS guy. I was always PlayStation, and then so it's about 20 years ago. So like my 14th-ish or 13th birthday, I'm visiting my dad in New York, and he's got a gift for me, and he tells me he got an Xbox 360, and I did not believe him. And I'm like, no way. And he's like, no. Yeah, he was like, I got you something. And I think I was like pushing for it because I was there for a week, and he was going to give it to me. So, yeah, I mean, long story short, he opens up his closet, and he actually had an Xbox 360, and I freaked.
That's awesome.
It was in white because they had a white one and then a black one. Yeah, man, it was awesome. And that from there
Back
I
when
played.
controllers were corded.
Yes.
You couldn't go more than 8 feet from the console.
Yeah, like
dude, we had like the
packs.
long power cord and the long HDMI. We'd pull the Xbox like
sick.
way out under the table so we could sit on the couch and play. Otherwise, you're sitting like on the table and playing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We put it like on the coffee table.
Yeah.
And it would have to be there.
You had to watch your step, otherwise you trip over it.
Yeah, and pull it out.
Yep.
Especially being in a
I remember doing that with the Nintendo.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Or something right about to win and someone like yanks your cord out. We had rumble packs. We had memory packs. But
good times. Comment below. What Xbox 360 games were your favorites? I know there were some the top ones were Halo, like you said, Gears of War, Do you remember what the other ones were?
I have them here. I'll read off. There was a greatest top selling 25 games. I'll read off
From Xbox 360.
for 360.
Cool. Because then the Xbox One, was it Xbox One that came out after 360?
Yeah, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Xbox One
S.
Xbox One. I'm sorry, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X.
What's the tower one that you have?
The X.
Okay.
That one has the
All they did is
capabilities.
they fluctuated between X and S and 1 and...
The only difference is one's completely digital, one can accept discs, and then one has the equipment built inside where you can run 120 Hz hertz. We'll end it off with the top 10 here, but do you remember the red rings of death? Did you hear about it?
Yes.
Okay.
When your Xbox will crap the bed and it's
Yes.
there's nothing they could do about it basically and it's going right in the trash.
No. It was you couldn't do anything about it.
What do you mean no?
I went no, there was nothing you could do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said no in a weird spot. There was nothing you could do about it. No. It was bad. I was one of the few of my friend group at the time that lasted as long as I did.
Did your friends get the ring of death?
Oh, everyone did,
Yeah.
man. Everyone did.
It's like shelf life.
Yeah.
After 2 years, your Xbox got the red ring of death that circled the X, and it meant that your Xbox was dead, pretty much.
Yep. 3 out of the 4 rings were red, and
That's right.
there was one. It's like blowing in the cartridges of Super Nintendo. Apparently, if you covered the vent with a sort of wet, damp towel, it was supposed to overheat it and reset the inside.
People try anything.
Yeah, I guess it worked for some.
I took my Xbox outside, put it in the fire pit, doused it with cream soda, and it worked fine afterwards.
Yeah. Pour some vinegar, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, no more, no less.
Run it over with your truck, put it in the mailbox, ask your mailman to kiss it, and then it works.
It was awful. It was a huge recall, and you got a replacement or you had to buy a new one, but then it didn't really happen again after that.
Didn't have that issue with PlayStation.
Nope.
Kind of say.
Nope. I know. You're either a Xbox boy or a PlayStation boy. All right.
Or a
Girl.
Playboy? What's it called? No.
Playboy.
Game Boy?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Game
what
Boy.
I meant to say.
Playboy.
Game Boy.
I haven't heard of that one. I would have liked that when I was 13. All right, let's end it off here
give
with
it to
some
me.
greatest hits. So these are top 10 best-selling, most recognized Xbox 360. Not that you couldn't play it on the Xbox One. Number 10, Batman Arkham City. I had that. Did you play that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to have a lot of these, and I think you are.
Yeah, I'm definitely the more of the gamer.
Yeah. I played NHL, GTA, and now all I play is Rocket League.
What's going on here?
Call of Duty.
It's on here.
It's got to be on there.
Jeez. Here we
Uh-oh.
go. It's these technologies.
Here we go.
Number 9, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare.
Absolutely fire.
Absolutely fire.
When was Black Ops? Not to derail, but
I think
before
it says
that
the
or
date.
after that?
After.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay, depending on the thing. I think it was before. Let me read which model and we'll
Sure.
which model version.
What's her name?
Hey. That was 2007. Modern Warfare was one of the peak. Some claim to Modern Warfare 2, some claim Modern Warfare 3. They were all fantastic.
Modern Warfare 3 might have been my favorite. And
Yeah.
probably one of the last ones I played, honestly.
Halo Reach, number 8. I didn't play Reach, but I played a lot of Halos. Number 7 is Red Dead Redemption.
You love Red Dead.
Fantastic game. Red Dead Redemption 2 was
A lot of people
also
play
phenomenal.
that.
Yeah. Number 6, Grand Theft Auto 5.
GTA 5, that might be one of the best games in history.
Yeah, it's
So far.
still playable, still hundreds of thousands of people playing.
Dude, seriously. This game came out 15 years ago or something crazy, and people still, I still play it.
Yeah. 9 years on after its first release, the cars still handle as well as any motor in Forza Horizon 5. That's really funny.
Wasn't Forza one of the ones on the list?
No.
Really?
It might have been, but not top 10.
Okay. I thought I saw it.
I think this has to do with sales too. But number 5, haven't played it, but I've heard all about it. The Elder Scrolls 5, which was Skyrim. Ever heard of Skyrim?
Yeah.
RPG game. apparently it was fantastic.
Rocket propelled grenades. What does that mean?
Role-playing game. Number 4. Yeah. Portal. You remember Portal? I
don't.
played it once. So you had like a gun, and it was very like puzzle-like. So like to get up to the top, you needed to open a portal, and it would drop you, but you needed to do it like very puzzly like. But I've heard Portal was BioShock number 3. Heard of BioShock?
Yeah.
Haven't played it, but I think it's close to like Fallout. It's like a long campaign-driven game. Number 2, Mass Effect 2. Same thing. RPG. You're in space.
Drum roll, please. Number 1.
Hundreds of planets to visit. Number 1 is Dark Souls.
What the hell? I've never even heard of that.
I have.
I'm sure
but
you
it's,
have.
It's because like, I guess I stayed with what I follow, but Dark Souls is claimed to be the hardest game ever.
Really?
The difficult level is just it's the type of game that people have broken their controllers,
They've thrown their controllers through the screens.
broke the TV, broke the console. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but Dark Souls is apparently number 1.
Good stuff.
Our pick for the greatest video game of all time was always going to take the number 1 spot for best Xbox 360 title by the mere fact it came out on Microsoft's iconic console. So, it's the GOAT, basically.
Wow.
Yep. Hell, it's the GOAT. It's the GOAT's GOAT.
Goats, baby.
Take it away, brother boy.
Well, brother boy, check us out. New episodes every Thursday, 11 a.m. Check out our reels, our shorts, our Instagram, our Facebook. Check it all out.
Watch the Olympics. That's what we need to
Let us
do.
know who you're rooting for.
Yeah.
If you're not rooting for the U.S., then just unsubscribe. Just kidding.
Got to represent
JK.
the country.
Anyways, cheers, everybody.
See you
Check it
next
out.
time. Peace.
The Martini boys, the Martini boys, pour yourself a drink. Oh yeah, the Martini boys, the Martini